Good morning. Happy Sunday. So this morning, I had a pretty big craft show yesterday. So this morning we're just going to go through all my items that I have. I may have sold a few things that I was supposed to bring to the shop on Thursday. So we're just going to go through all of the stuff and see what I'm bringing. And then if there's time at the end, I'll start work on something that I need to, it's like for a workshop that I have coming up, but I need to make like an example of it. So I might, I might do that after. I'm hoping that I can get through this little part here pretty quickly. All right, so I have a list of what I need to bring to the shop. So the common shop opens on Thursday, but I would like to bring some things like a day or two before. So I need to just go through my list again, see what I'm bringing for the initial setup, and I'll show you guys what I'm bringing. So I've got 5 coasters. So good morning if you're just joining. Yeah, so 5 coasters. And then I did all my packaging too. So it says coasters, and then it says like price, and then I needed to add like a maker ID on it. And in the back I have my socials, so my logo, and then my 4 Facebook, Instagram, where you can find me on TikTok and YouTube. So I've got 1, and then I like attach them with a cord here together. So I think it makes a cute little, because these are going to be displayed like on a table. And I usually have them, okay, see, like I usually have them packaged up like this, but I said, well, I think since it's going to go like on a table, I think it would look prettier if it was like this. So yeah, these are usually how I package them. So I've got 1, 2, so I'm looking at my stock that I have after my craft show yesterday. It was a great show. People turned out. I'm bringing this one. So now I'm just looking and seeing, because I'm bringing some of my stock at, good morning, Audra. How are you? Thank you for joining. I'm bringing some of my stock to a pop-up shop. So it's opening April 10th and it goes on until May 10th. And I have like a list of what I'm bringing for my initial setup. So I've got 5 coasters. I've got a bin here on the floor that I'm gonna put all my stuff in. So if I go out of frame for a few seconds there, it's because I'm just putting it in the bin. So I had a big craft show yesterday and it went really, really well. But now I have like all my stock is everywhere. Like I have bins and stuff everywhere. So I'm just trying to like get all my stock for this shop set up and I place everything back in the bins. It's just a little crazy here this morning. Usually after a craft show, I'm just so tired and I just I bring everything in the house and then I just leave it for the next day. And then I kind of forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going live. There's a bunch of stuff everywhere. So I just kind of piled it neatly around and I'll work around it, clean it up later. All right, so I've got my 5 coasters and then I've got 10 wristlets. So my packaging looks somewhat the same. The only difference is I had to add like maker ID and then my number. So for the store, it's easy for them to know, okay, well, this is so-and-so, right? I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I feel like a little, like a chest cold here starting, and it just won't go away. So yeah, my event turned out really well. Yeah, it always does. That Northern Ontario Handmade Market happens twice a year, and it's always a really good turnout. So I'm always grateful when I get to be a part of it. All right, so I need 10 of these. So I've got these 2 here. 1, 2. I got my purple. 3. These are wristlets. These are so popular. I don't know if I started making them as like a custom order and then just continued. So I've got different styles, different colors. The pink and the purple, or the red and the purple look really good together. And then red and black. But people just love them. I've never been like a wristlet girly, so like I never thought about making any for myself. But and then red and green. I think I have all different colors, black and white. And then you've got the purple and white, and then the red and the white. So I should have 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. There's all my wristlets. Those are all done. I had to double check because yesterday I sold so many tea towel holders that I was kind of like dipping into my shop inventory. So that's why I need to double check. I might have to make a few more tea towel holders. All right, so I'm gonna package, put these in the bin. Oh yes, and then I added my socials here in the back because at the shop, what happens is sometimes they're so busy that like someone won't take my business card, and these are my business cards here. Like someone won't take it, and then in the back I have all my socials. So I'm like, well, if they don't like, if they take my product, but then so I put it here in the back. So hopefully they look in the back. I tried to think like, okay, like if they're super busy and they just go and buy it and they don't take my card, how do they know it's from me, right? Yeah, they are. I love these colors. These, this is a braided cord. So, a different style of cord. So I had to get, sorry, I'm just putting that in the bin. So I had to get like different colors. So I got like 4 or 5 of them. Okay, so next, car diffusers. I almost sold out of my car diffusers yesterday too. So I should have 10 of these. And again, these are my package here. I have my cardboard, and then I have the price, make your ID, what it is, and then in the back, I didn't know how to tie this. So in the back I have my socials, and then like explaining what is a car diffuser. So there, I just kind of like wrap them up like this. I might end up like putting them inside maybe. So because of this type of card stock, I tried to like tape it and it wouldn't stick. I don't want to glue it, and I don't know how else to hold it in place like that. But then if I put it in like this, it kind of pops up in the front. So I don't know what to do. So like they're all kind of just hanging like that. But then I find that they're not as secure in the packaging. So I'm still on the fence. Like this one's okay. This one seems okay. But like the back is just, and like I said, I tried putting it in the front. I mean, this one looks okay. If you tuck it in the back like that, like the tape would not stay. And then like all my logos and stuff too, like I tried gluing it with white glue and I don't think that was sticking. And then this is with, or I think I tried like hot glue and it wasn't working. I was like, are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Like hot glue wasn't even like sticking on this. It's just like a brown cardstock, but it's pretty intense. Oh, and originally I wanted to print my packaging. So I wanted to like get all the dimensions, print, get this printed, get all that printed, but it wouldn't even, because it's too thick, it wouldn't even work on my printer. Okay, well that's not gonna work. I still like the way they look, I just don't like the backing. It's the only, like the tape was perfect, like I just taped it down, but then I noticed every time I'd bring it out of the bin for markets, or they were all like all lifting up, or Like they weren't sticking at all, so I don't know how else. That doesn't look too bad. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just kind of figure out a way to push them in there. So we have one. So these are car diffusers. So you just add like essential oil to the bead or like a perfume, and then you hang it on your rear view mirror. These have been a great hit. I have one in my car too. I love it. And it looks so cute too. It's just like a little circular, right? So I've got one, I've got a green one too. It's like a maroon color, I guess. 3 black. I'll just 4. Got a gray one. 5. So many different colors. Didn't realize I had that many. 6, kind of like a dark teal. I got my purple. 7. This is like another type of teal, but lighter. 8. I've got just the plain, this is like a braided cord. 9, and then yellow. 10. There you go. Those are all my colors. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So my car diffusers are all set. Might need to get more of these. So I'm just gonna put them in my bin here. That's just on the floor. Because I gotta bring this. I think it's Wednesday that I have to bring it. It's Parfum Away. Yeah, so you could put like essential oils or perfume. Yeah. Hello, Sonia. Bon matin. And then I'll show you, since it's right here. Use tape. The top sticker. Could you make the top sticker wider and then use tape? Oh, like you mean like here? I definitely could, because I printed that off. So it's to find something, unless I unless I cut like another slit in the back, but then there's going to be like a slit in the front. So I'm still working on that packaging for that. I think for now I'll just leave it like this. Doesn't look too bad. Good morning, everyone who's just joining. I'm just I'm going through my inventory for the pop-up shop, and I believe I have to bring mine in on Wednesday. So I got this. This is pretty cool. So I saw another vendor. Good morning, Carol. I saw another vendor. She does embroidery. Handmade Homebody, I think her name is. She had these, and I was like, what are these called? Because I love the look of them, and I didn't know what they were. And she said they're for plates. So it's just like a wooden, this one's a little bit longer. You can get some that have like only 4. So I think I'm gonna use these for the shop, and I'll show you how I'll use them. I kind of had to get my hubby to help me, because some of these were like too wide for what I needed. So we just kind of cut down this part, because it opens up. This one's I kind of forced it in there, but it opens up, and then you just put them together. So like for a tea towel holder, I would just have like a few, and then this would go in a shelf. So you could put like 1 or 2 per section. And I thought that was really cute. So I'm gonna try. I'm trying to figure out ideas for how to display in a shop, because I've never really had, I've just had craft shows, right? Like tables set up. So I've got 2 of these. This one's a little bit longer. The other one is shorter, but I need to fix it because I tried to use it yesterday and it kept opening up. So I need to glue the parts together. I've got a lot of little projects I need to do today. And then this, I ended up buying off like buy and sell. And I think I'm going to use this like for bookmarks. Maybe put it this way or something to display it in the shop. I don't know. I'm just going to bring a bunch of stuff with me and figure out a way once I get there. But I found this one was cute. All right, so right now I had like my craft show. Oh, thank you, Carol. I always try to, like, I have so many different like little things like that, and I always try to figure out ways to like organize them. So what I do is I just bring a bunch of stuff with me and then figure it out when I get there. All right, so like I said yesterday, I had my craft show. It was a really great turnout. It was a good day, but now I need to figure out my stock for the shop, because there's like a pop-up shop happening at the mall, April 10th to May 10th. So I have my initial like inventory. So I'm just going through what I need to bring and what I have left after the day yesterday. So I sold quite a lot of tea towel holders and car diffusers. So I just went through, I've got 5 coasters, 10 wristlets, and 10 car diffusers. So that's all put in my bin on the floor there. And then these are what I have left of my tea towel holders. Yeah, it was a good market yesterday. I'm just taking out what I have. Okay, so there's 1, 2. I have quite a bit, so that's great. Great. How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday if you're just joining me. I have my coffee, and I'm just going through all my items for the shop. Trying to figure out if I've got everything. Oh, I've got a lot of weight. I've got 4. I've got 4 of these. Yes, yeah, custom orders for sure. I've got, so I received one yesterday for a plant hanger. And then I've got another really big one, really big custom order coming up. The biggest I've ever done, I think. It's a large wall hanging. So the custom orders right now, because I have the shop opening up on Thursday, they're going to be just kind of pushed until like next weekend or like next week, just until I can get like my items all set up and then brought to the shop, and then I'll have a lot more time. I did some of my for custom orders. I don't usually advertise for custom orders, but when people come by and they ask, I said, yeah, like I take custom orders. I could always like make a sign that says custom orders welcomed, or so I finally made my do-it-yourself car diffuser kits, and I found the bags that I like. They're a little small, but it works. Yeah, so I don't advertise that I do custom orders, but maybe my next market I'll have like a little sign or something. Actually, I did buy this. I bought this little frame, so I could always just print something out and say custom orders welcomed, and then they won't have to ask, or they'll see it and they'll be like, oh, I have an idea. Yeah, so my kits here, I have the price, what's inside, and then on the back I have like my socials, and then you can kind of see like the color, and then inside, hey Jennifer, good morning. Yesterday, yeah, it was a good market. Oh yay, yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of vendors in there. And now I think that because the old David's Tea location is, they're going to use that for the workshops. I think they're also going to display some of the vendors in there too. So So in here, this is what I did instead. It's a QR code, and then it says scan with phone camera for instructions. So then you scan this with your phone, and it brings you to the instructions on how to make the car diffuser, and it brings you to my YouTube. So there's a YouTube link, and I show you like a video on how to make it. So we'll see how these go. So I've got like this one, I've got a yellow one, I've got a pink one. Cosplay costume prep. That's fun, no? Yeah, it was a good turnout. For a spring market, it was good. Oh, see what I mean? I brought these with me yesterday. These two are like they're waxy, eh? So like there's nothing. What did I use on this one? I used hot glue on this one, and see, it's already popping up. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make sure that doesn't happen. Because again, I want to put my socials on here, because if someone picks this up and they don't grab my business card, they won't know like who it's from, right? So that's why I put that in the back. Although I probably should add a logo in the front here too somewhere. I just thought of that. So I've got another white one and then a brown one. So I said I'd be bringing 5 of this one. Yeah, so 5 of the car diffusers and then 5 of the bookmarks, which I still need to work on. So these, and see like this one, the price tag's coming up. If you guys have any other options for white glue, wasn't working on the cardstock, and these ones I think, because it is a little waxy. And then here it looks like this is gluing, and here it looks like the hot glue is not working either. I have the E6000 glue. Maybe I'll try. Darn packaging, eh? It's like, how many times do I have to retry something for it to work? 3rd time's a charm though. All right. So my tea towel holders, they look like this. They've got, like, I have an old stamp that says my name, Macrame Creations by Kay. Price, make your ID, and then I've got my socials in the back. So I need 10 of these. But what happened was, because I was dipping into, oh, there's more down here. Some of these I might have to switch the packaging. So these are the ones that I use for the store. Not for the store, are for when I do markets. It just has the price, but there's no socials, because I always make sure they have a business card, right, when they come to the craft shows. But the shop, because I'm not going to be there, I want to make sure that they have my information, or pop a card or print out into the bag. Yeah, because I will have, like, there's going to be some of my business cards at the front of the shop. But they may not always take one, right? So I'm thinking I'd rather them have my information directly on whatever they're buying. Into the bag, yeah. And because I remember at Christmas time, like, they said they were so busy that like you just want something that's like fast, right? They buy this, they bring it home, at least, because they may not, they won't have time to like take my card, put it in with it. So all these little things I'm trying to think about. All right, so I've got pink one left, yellow, so that's 2, brown. Yeah, these sold so well yesterday. Brown 3, and then I've got 2 whites. I've got more than 2, I've got 4, but these ones are all set up for the store. 2 whites like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a dark gray, 6, and then kind of a bluish color. So these ones are all set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So see, I dipped into I sold 3 from the shop. Okay, so these ones, I'm not gonna put. So I've already got a brown, so I'm not gonna put this one. So these are, okay, I already got a dark gray. So I might put this one here because that's a nice pop color, but I'm gonna have, oh wait, never mind. It already is. It's already all set up. We're good. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 2 more. So I've got maybe a light gray. I've got a black. Maybe I'll put a black one in there. And then I've got a teal. So I'll just have to change the packaging on these 3. But these 3 are all in, or wait, I only need 2. What do you guys think? Which 2 should I add? I've got 2, well, I've got 2 white, so I could always take 1 white out of there. Maybe. People weren't really going for the white. I think it's because it's white, right? And if you have it in the kitchen, it's gonna get dirty. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just switch this. This one's already done. So I'll just switch there. So that's what I'll do. These 2 are gonna need different packaging, so I'll just take them out. And I'll have to redo. So this is what my packaging looks like. Yes, the teal is nice, eh? And if you have like a teal washroom, like, it's very pretty. So this is what my packaging looks like. What I end up doing is I just, like, I have a stamp, and then I put my price, and then here I just cut like 2 slits. I just kind of measure them. It is a nice color, I agree. I write down what it is, and then with the shop, I'll have my things in the back, my socials. Okay, well this one I can put in this here. I'm not gonna use it. Oh man, it's like usually my workspace is clean, but like today I can't even work on anything because it's so messy. It's what happens after a show. I don't know if there's anyone on here right now that does also craft markets. Like after a market, I just bring in like all my bins, all my stuff. I make sure it's out of the way because my cat is not nice sometimes. She likes to pee in baskets, and so I gotta make sure it's up off the floor because she's a little brat. And then I make sure like everything's hanging and nothing's in the way for the cat, and then I kind of like just like lie down on the couch and almost pass out. It's a long day. But then in the morning, I have to clean all this up, and it's just like, it's craziness. I have a lot to do today, so, and it's like super nice outside too, so I'm like, oh, I need to get out as well. One thing at a time. Oh yeah, Jenna. Good morning, by the way. Excuse me. This better not be the start of like a pneumonia, because it kind of feels like that. And I'm like, no, I don't need that right now. But it's like, it figures though. When you work so hard and I'm like not getting enough sleep. And yep, it's just my body telling me I just need to slow down. I need to rest, but I can't. I'm just putting some of this in the basket ready for the shop. Just kind of getting it out of the way. It is nice. I know I could see like the sun was shining there earlier. All right, so these 2 are gonna need packaging. All right, so I did the car diffusers, the tea towel holders, the wristlets. The do-it-yourself kits they're a great idea. They are a great idea. They're just a pain in my butt right now. So I have, it looks like I have all my car diffuser kits set up. So I'm not gonna need these. And again, I'm just kind of storing it. But I have 5 keychains. So I decided on the keychains. So I'm gonna do 5 of these, 5 keychains. And I still need to do the QR code for this. So I still need to like record myself making the keychain. and then put that on YouTube. But that's great though. I get another YouTube video. These are the type of keychains that you can make in your kit. So you can either make one with square knots or one with spiral knots. I'll be showing both ways. And then each kit will come with like a little piece here, little piece, and then your keychain. So I've got like little bits and parts all set up, but I need to record that today. I also need to finish those packaging. At least the card diffuser kits are done. So I need to do that. Keychains. I need three flowers and 2 flowers. So let's go through that and see if I got everything. Usually my flower keychains do well at the spring markets, but this time they didn't. It's funny how that works out, eh? Yeah. So I'll be good with those ones actually. Yeah, my best sellers yesterday were my card diffusers and my tea towel holders. So, and I had a lot of compliments about my plant hanger. So I'll show you guys. I just need to kind of dig it out here. So a lot of people really enjoyed. They really like the plant hangers. So I'm actually going to be bringing 2 or 3 of these at the pop-up shop, which is opening up on Thursday. So if ever you want to go check it out. All right, let's see here. I've got my sunflowers and my daisy keychains. So I'm just going to double check, see what I got for each. And I tried to make an arrangement of like 2 flowers. So these ones are smaller. And then 3 flowers. So if you like a shorter keychain, I've got these ones. So I've got like 2 of the daisy with the 2 flowers. And then, yeah, these are super, super cute. And then 3, oh no, actually, I've got 3 of the 2 flowers here. And then I only did 2 of the 3 flowers. And again, I've got like my price, maker ID, my stamp. Down here I wrote flower keychain, and then I put my socials here in the back. Yes, I love these too. They're so pretty. And they're actually pretty fun to make too. So I've got, should have 5 of these and then 5 of the sunflowers. So I did the reverse on this one. I only did 2 small ones, and then I did 3 of the larger ones on these ones. So these ones are all packed up, ready to go to the shop. I'm just gonna put these down here. And like, all my bins have to be closed up because I do have a cat. Cat and cord do not mix well together. Luckily though, like I don't have like cat hair flying around everywhere. So like I always double check there when I finish a project to make sure, because there could always be the 1 or 2 around. And I know, like if you have a cat, you know, if you have a dog, you know that it happens, but I don't want my items to be full of like hair, right? Okay. So that's that. And then I have my bookmarks. I think I said 10. Yeah. So I've got 10 of these. And I think I ended up selling 1 that was supposed to be in here at the shop. So I'll have to take 1 from my... So I've got some bookmarks here. I've got the teal, green. You can probably see, yeah. The green, the yellow, the dark teal. And again, I've got my socials in the back. Price, maker ID, and I put my stamp in the front. So like, I'm pretty much, I got my gray, orange, light purple. It was the dark purple I sold yesterday, orange, and the white here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I'm missing 1. And these are my extras that Let's see here. So I already got yellow. And I've already got, well, this one's a dark gray. But, okay, I've got black I could add. I've already got green. I've already got white. And I've already got this color. So I've got black I could add. Yeah, these are beautiful colors too, eh? They're so spring. Or I've got a dark green that I could add. Or the one I sold was like a dark purple, so I mean, I don't really, if I have some already made, I'm not gonna remake. I have like a green here already, but what do you guys think? For the shop, I have all these colors, plus I need one more. So I can either add black or green. I already have the light green here, but this one's a darker green. Dark green, okay. So dark green it is. The only thing I'm gonna need just to change the packaging, because when I just do for my bring both, I could and say that I have 11 instead of 10. I could add more actually. That might be smart. So actually I might just do my initial and then add, because I have to send my inventory today too. So maybe instead of just saying I have 10, since I have extras, I'll just add like 12 or 13. I think I might do that. Yeah, so these are just my plain packaging that I use at the craft shows. But the shop, like I said, I added a little bit extra. So I'll just have to like change the price here and then add my socials. I'm really excited though for the shop. It'll be a good time. Okay, so these ones can go in the bin. And I sold one of my wall hangings yesterday, the white one that I had. I had that one for a few months anyways, and someone just came by and picked it up. So I was like, oh, bye. Yeah, I have to send, like it's pretty well organized. So I have to send an inventory sheet with what I'm bringing, and they put it into their system, and it makes it easier for them because they're gonna have over 40 plus vendors. So yeah, inventory sheets and everything's well organized. Okay, so I'm gonna bring these two, or actually I have 3 made, so maybe I'll just bring all 3. I'd rather, they said 2 or 3 different kinds of plant hangers. These ones seem to be a big hit. I have 3. We're gonna send out 3. And these ones, this is what I did for the, so it's the same type of cardstock that I use. So it has like what it is, the price, my maker ID, and I have my logo and my socials in the back. So if someone ends up taking this, if they buy it, because again, at the shop, they're not gonna have time to remove this, save it for me. So it's okay, like if they take it, like it's not a big deal. So I've got 3 of those going. I gotta probably have to get a bigger bin. 2 or 3 different types. So I've got 3 different styles of plant hangers. So I have those ones which go on the wall. These ones are just my regular ones that you can hang on a hook. So yeah, they are cute, eh? This one I had an extra leaf that I added on there. So here's one. So I'll bring this one. This one here is all set to go. So I think I might bring 3 of these, and then excuse me. And this was in the bin from yesterday from my market. I'm just gonna see what I got. So this one's very similar to this one here. So I'm gonna save this one for because they also really don't have that much room for inventory. Yeah, the flat beads here. Okay, so these are actually, I got these at Craft Magic, and they were like in a bin, and I was like, oh, what are these? Because they have like a really large hole. And she said, oh, they're like parts of like a chair or something that we just took apart. And I was like, I love these. I know what I can do with this. So I ended up using them. I love them. So I've got this one, but again, this and this are they're like the same color, right? So I'm gonna save this for my stock. So yeah, I don't know how much extra inventory I can bring to the shop though, because they don't really have much room for inventory. Like that little back room in the back is very, very small. See, this is another one. Actually, I might bring this one to the shop too. This is another one too that I ended up using. I find they're so unique. And like when I saw that, I just saw like the large hole. Oh, thank you, Pierre. Thank you so much. I enjoy making it, so it's fun. It's fun for me. And then I have one last one here. This is like an old style. This is one of my older ones. This one won't sell for some reason. He's been with me for a long time. So you can see the difference. I used to use the rings, but now I've upgraded to like a kind of a wrap like this. This one's a lot sturdier. This one you can still use, but I've seen some people where the rings actually like split in half. I don't know how, but I'm always worried that it might do and then break and then your plant. But this one, I'm still holding on to it. I tell people like, don't put like a huge big plant in it, but I'll hold on to this one. Okay, so I've got 3. So I think these 3 are gonna go to the shop, and then these are my newest plant hangers, my flower plant hangers. So they're like the keychains that I make, but they're long flower ones. I love them so much. So I'm gonna bring probably 2 or 3 of these, and I'll have to bring, I have these set out, S-hooks. So when you're display, like when you have like, it's just easier like to hook on for a display. This is what I use. And I'm not sure about the setup in the store. So this part might take a little bit longer. So even at home too, if you want, this is called an S hook. It looks like an S, and you can just hook up your top like that. So I've got like a light orange, a dark one, same color of green. I've got the lilac. I love this one. I think this one's already all set up. Yeah, this one's going to the store. And then I think this one too. The dark blue with the dark beads, and then the dark green. This is a vibe. I love this. This one's really, really nice. So this one's going to the shop. Oh, and then I ended up doing a different type of ending. So you see like, it's like a braided ending with your gathering knot here at the bottom. So I love that. That's an extra detail that love. And I have an extra one that I'm just going to hold on. So the shop is opening April 10th, which is Thursday, and it's opened until May 10th. Regular like mall hours. So whenever it opens up in the morning, like 9 or 10, and they're gonna have like over 40 plus vendors in there. They must have a lot more now because I believe that the old David's Tea across from the old Body Shop is going to be used for like workshops, and like I'm going to be teaching a macrame workshop there on the 27th or the end of April, which I also need to get ready for. But I think they're also going to use like the shelving in that store too, to put a few more vendors. And yeah, I'm so excited. That's like such a great, it's so great that they're doing that and utilizing that space too. That's just been vacant for so long, and so many people seem to be like really excited about it and just something new, right? Okay, I think that's it. Let me just double check. I've got coasters, bookmarks, wall hangings, plant hangers, keychains. Like I said, my do-it-yourself kits, this is what it looks like. They're not quite there yet, but I still need to do a few things for that. So that I can't really package up yet. And then I'll bring some S-hooks, but I think that's it for my initial oh yes, and the wall hangings. I have my macro weave that I'm bringing, the one that I usually always have. That one's up here. I'm bringing that one, and I think I'm gonna bring this one. I just did this one since I sold my white one yesterday. I think I might bring this one. Yes, thank you. This one I just did, and it's got a bunch of square knots, and then I ended up making like a few designs here. It's cute. Will be cute with the in the shop. And like I have a few other wall hangings that I've done, but I think I'll bring this one, and then this one if I can try to reach it. And this one's my baby. That one's going too. So she's going along with the other one. And they kind of match too with their colors. So yeah, that I've had for a while, but I think I'm ready. She can go. All right, so yeah, like I said, there's like a bunch of stuff everywhere. I'm gonna tidy up a little bit, and then for my workshop at the end of the month, I'm gonna be making a small plant hanger. It's like a plant propagation. So I have these dowels, but I think I might actually cut it in half. These ones I just got at Dollarama. They're like 12 inches. So if I cut and make like 6 inches, and then it'll be like super small. Like a plant propagation is like very small container where you're just starting off growing like a little plant. And then from there you end up planting it, replanting it, right? So if I grab a bunch of these, cut them in half. Right now, I don't cut them, my husband does. He's the one that takes care of that part. If I need anything built, anything cut, he'll do it for me. So I think I could still work on my project and then just get him to cut it after. So for the workshop, that's what I'll do, is we'll do 6-inch dowels. And in my head, I'm thinking for workshops, like I've done quite a few workshops, and you think smaller is easier, but it's not. That's the knots. It's the different knots that you use. So this is my board that I use. And I think what I'll do is, I might also like switch you around actually. Sorry if you're, so I just end up pinning. I might actually switch you guys around just to show you. I'm going to start, like I'll just use my whole dowel here. So I'm thinking probably just white, like just like a natural color. And the reason why I like to go, yeah, just, hi, I need 20 of these cut. He's like, okay. He doesn't own the business, but he definitely works just as much as I do for it. That's funny. I love it. He's always there to help me out, so. So I'm thinking, yeah, the white is always a good option, because then if I bring too many colors in, it makes like a lot for me to cut and to bring. Whereas if it's just white, it's easy. It's all just the one color. And I think I might use the 4 millimeters. So there's different sizes. Let's see if I can back up and grab my 4 millimeter cord so I can cut a few. clean this place up. So here's my 4 behind the scene. Yes. Oh yeah. If I would have gotten him like on video of all the times that he, you know, like he's been, like he built this here for me, and then he built my other stands that I bring to the craft show with me, and oh yeah, he's always helping me out. And he's there for ideas too, so. Yeah, he's like the co-owner without really being. Okay, so I think this is the style that I'm going to use. And since we're only doing half, probably only going to need like eight cords. Now, tricky, when you're working on a new project, like you kind of like measure how long you want it to be. So if I want to do like even 1 foot here is a little long, I find. Like it's a plant propagation, right? So it's going to hang probably like my other plant hangers do, like on the wall, right? So I don't want it to be that big. Let's say if I do like 10 inches with the fringe. So what they say is when you're working on something, like let's say the wall hanging, like I measure out like how long I want it to be, and then you do times 4 for the length of your cord. So let's say if I do want to do about 1 foot, that would be 4 feet, which might be a bit much. So maybe 3 feet. So maybe I'll do that. I'll measure out 3 feet of cord. So I kind of need to get this idea for the workshop done today, because I need to take a picture and send it out with my information. Like I said, today's a busy day, but I do want to enjoy some of the nice weather that we have too. So, but luckily I'm off Monday, Tuesday, so I get to work on this Monday, Tuesday, day and night. So I am very, very grateful. Where are my scissors? I'm very grateful that I get to have that time and work at home, because I do have a lot to do. Okay, so I just measured out 3 feet. Now, if it happens where, let's say I'm working on the project and I find that I'm like, for my idea that I want, it's not enough, I'll still end up doing something, and then I can still sell it, right? Or still reuse it at a market, or I'll give it to my daughter. So it won't be wasted. Definitely won't be wasted. So I'll cut out. So if I measure out, like put the ends together, and then, so like that's the length that I'll have to work with, which is not bad. I'm always the one like in my head saying that's not enough. Yeah. But then see, like that's, but I'm thinking if we're just doing something, like it might even be like this small, right? So we'll see. I might have enough, I might not. I'm always the one that says that's not enough cord, you got to add more, but then I add more and then it's too much. So that's why at the end, if I'm working on something and I have a lot of cord left, that's why I do those free tassels, because I just hate wasting so much cord. But sometimes it's so hard to kind of gauge how much cord you actually need in a project, because you could be making something and then you look at like instructions or directions online, and they're using a different sized cord, and then it ends up being like then you have to measure out, like if you're using 3 and they said 4, you kind of have to measure either more or less depending. So I just make sure that my ends are the same. Yeah, so I may not have time to finish this on the live. We'll see. Maybe I'll go a little bit more. But I'll cut my cord and then we'll do a few knots actually just to see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 8 and see what that looks like. So 4, 5, and these big. And the reason why I'm using 4, I think 3 millimeter would be a little too small. Or actually 3 might be okay. I don't know if I have enough though right now. I'd have to order some. And then 5 would be way too thick. So I'm gonna try with 4 and see what that looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I just use the same cord and then I just measure out that way. 8. I don't need that anymore. Move this, and then you can kind of see. I'm just gonna add the rest to my dowel here. So I just make sure they're the same length. Yesterday too was a really nice day actually. It was nice getting ready for the spring market, and then for those that came, it wasn't too cold. And then I saw lots of familiar faces yesterday, so that was really nice. So if you came yesterday and if you came to say hi, thank you. It's nice seeing you. And then I also have to look at the Moonlit Market. So that's coming up too. And I haven't applied yet. Summer's probably wondering like, hey, what's going on? Because I usually always apply, but I've just been so busy with the market and now the shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 here that I haven't applied yet. And I just put them on my dowel using a lark's head knot. So you could do a reverse lark's head knot, or that's what it looks like, a regular lark's head knot. So I'm just gonna pin this to my board and I'm gonna flip you guys around just to show you a few knots. So I think what I might end up doing is a square knot. It's a little confusing at first, but like once you get it, I think that's like the easiest the easiest knot that I can. And it's gonna be, the plant hanger is gonna lay on the wall, but then you're gonna take 2 of these and 2 of these and then cross them over, and then it's gonna make, you're gonna make that little pouch at the bottom to hold your plant in the bottom. So, hi. Soon. So I'm just going to show them a few knots.
What time?
Like 3 minutes. So let me bring it over here. I'm going to flip you around. Don't mind the mess. Uh-oh. There we go. Don't mind the mess, but that's what I got. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll end up doing square knot, and this is for the workshop coming up, so So the square knot, and then I think I might, so then we would have, you would take 2 here. I use the square knot a lot because it's one of the easier knots to, yes, it is a crafter, yeah, definitely. Like I've got like my, do-it-yourself kits here. I've got them, right, like my business cards, and this is not bad compared to what's beside me. It's usually all cleaned up though. It's just because of the market yesterday. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you guys what I'm thinking as a design, because you have to make it, because I've got like about an hour and a half, so you have to think what's going to be not too difficult. So I'm thinking like making the 4 here and then making alternating ones. So I'll make 3 here. Thank you. I try to be, but as a prior teacher, I think that just comes naturally, being organized, and I find that if my workspace is not organized, I can't really work well. So I'm gonna have to do a little cleaning after we finish lunch. So there, and I'll do one more. So I'm taking the next 4. I just kind of like to pull down on some cords. So there's my other one. And then I'm thinking of doing 2, 1. And then after that, I'm not quite sure yet what I'm doing. So I'll finish this and do the triangle part of it, because that's somewhat easy in a workshop, given the time too. Because you have to be mindful of how difficult it is, how much time you have, and then let's do our last one. And there's one knot that I usually end up doing with like something that looks like a triangle like this. So, and then it's like the diagonal, but it's so difficult. So I'm thinking either we do like a reverse, so like the triangle goes down like this and then it opens up, and then after that, so like at the end to finish it off, you would just take these 2 here and I kind of flip them around a little bit, and then you do your another square knot, and this is how you get that kind of basket look, right? And then you would take another 2, and then you would tie it to here, and then another 2, and then tie it to there, and that's how you create your basket, and you can put your plant in there. I'm not quite ready for that part, but yeah, I think that's what I'll end up doing is you do like a nice little design, you finish up your basket, and then you have your gathering knot, and then that'll be for your little plant propagation. So I'm just gonna flip you guys back around. There you go. And that's it. That's what I have going on. So I'm gonna finish that. We're gonna probably have some lunch, finish that. I'm gonna tidy up because it's a mess. And hopefully you guys say hi, Cameron. Hi. It's my daughter, Cameron. And hopefully you guys will come by and see the shop and come see everyone's things and items, and we're very excited, and we're all working really super hard getting it all set up. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining. I'll be back live next week from 10 to 11, so we can hang out then. All right, have a good Sunday, guys. Bye.